God says, don't take this as a joke. If you skip it, you will cry for the rest of your life. Listen to me right now. Do not scroll. Do not turn away because this moment is not random and it is not small. I am speaking to you with urgency because something important is standing at the edge of your life. If you ignore this, you may miss a blessing that cannot be replaced, a protection that cannot be restored in the same way again. I am calling you because I love you and I refuse to let you walk into loss without warning. What I am about to reveal is tied to the next few minutes of your life. And your attention right now matters more than you realize. Type Amen if you believe. I am not trying to frighten you without reason. I am trying to protect you from something that is already moving. There are decisions, thoughts, and actions forming around you that can shift your path in a painful direction if you are not careful. You have been distracted, pulled in many directions, and your spirit has been tired. But this is the moment where you must become still and listen. I'm asking you to pause, because rushing forward without hearing me will cost you something deeply valuable. You are not here by accident. You are here because I'm trying to interrupt what could harm you. Right now, I need your focus more than ever before, because what is at stake is not small. There are moments in life that pass quietly, and there are moments that shape everything that comes after. This is one of those moments that shapes what comes next, and that is why I am speaking with such urgency. I am not distant from you. I am close, watching over you, trying to guide you away from a path that leads to regret. Do not treat this lightly, because I'm not speaking lightly to you. If this is touching your heart, take a moment to like this video so others who need this warning can find it too. You have been feeling something recently, a quiet uneasiness, a sense that something is not right. That feeling is not your imagination. It is my spirit trying to alert you before something unfolds. I have been sending signs, small nudges, moments where you felt you should pause or rethink something, but you have been moving fast, trying to handle everything on your own, and now I am stepping in more directly. I'm asking you to stop and listen, because the next step you take must be guided, not rushed. Type 777 to receive blessings. The next 7 minutes are not just about time. They are about awareness and alignment. If you rush forward in distraction, you may say something you should not say, trust someone you should not trust, or ignore something that was meant to protect you. I see what you cannot see, and I know what is trying to form around you. That is why I am calling this a final warning, because I have been gentle before. But now I need you to truly hear me. I am not here to control you. I am here to guide you towards safety and peace. You are not alone in this moment. Even if it feels like you are carrying everything by yourself, I am with you, watching every detail, aware of every pressure you are under. I know the weight on your heart, the confusion in your mind, and the exhaustion in your spirit. But I also know the outcome that is trying to take shape if you ignore this moment. That is why I am speaking clearly. So there is no confusion about how serious this is. There is something you must avoid, something you must not engage with, and something you must step back from. You already feel it inside. That hesitation you keep pushing aside. That hesitation is not weakness. It is protection. I placed that awareness inside you so you would not walk blindly into harm. Do not silence it. Do not ignore it, because it is one of the ways I am guiding you right now. You may not understand everything immediately, and that is okay. You do not need to see the full picture to obey the warning. Trusting me in this moment will protect you from something you would not have been able to fix easily. Sometimes the greatest blessings are the problems you never experience because you listened in time. I am trying to give you that kind of protection right now. Slow down your thoughts, slow down your actions, and become aware of what you're about to do next. There is power in pausing, and there is safety in listening. You have been moving with urgency in the wrong areas and ignoring the quiet voice that was trying to help you. This is your moment to correct that, to shift your direction before something painful locks into place. I am not angry with you. I am concerned for you. My voice may sound strong, but it is coming from love, not punishment. I do not want you to cry over something that could have been avoided. I do not want you to carry regret that could have been prevented with a moment of attention. That is why I am reaching you now, before it is too late to turn away. What you do in the next moments matters more than you think. Stay present, stay aware, and do not rush into anything without feeling peace first. I will guide you, but you must be willing to listen and respond. This is your chance to choose protection instead of pain, wisdom instead of regret. But you chose to remain. And that choice has opened the space for me to guide you more clearly. Now listen even deeper, because what I am about to reveal will help you understand why this warning was so urgent. Have you heard about the top-secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a pattern that has been forming around your life. Something that has repeated itself in different ways. It may look like different situations, different people, or different decisions. But the root of it is the same. You have been stepping into things too quickly, trusting too easily, or reacting before you fully understand what is happening. This is not because you are careless. It is because your heart is open and your intentions are good. But not everything around you carries the same purity, and that is where the danger begins. Type yes to affirm. I am showing you this because the next step you are about to take was connected to that same pattern. It was not just another small choice. It was a doorway into something that would have repeated the same pain again. You would have found yourself wondering why this keeps happening, why things start well but end in loss. I am breaking that cycle for you right now. But you must cooperate with what I am showing you. Do not go back into the same way of moving because that is where the problem keeps starting. There is also a voice around you that has not been honest with you. It may come through someone close or through a situation that looks harmless, but it carries hidden weight. You have felt moments of doubt about it. Moments where something did not feel right, but you pushed those feelings aside. I am telling you now that those feelings were not random. They were warnings. Do not ignore them again, because they were meant to protect you from being misled. You have been trying to keep peace, to avoid conflict, to not seem difficult. But in doing that, you have sometimes allowed things that should have been questioned. This is where you must grow stronger, not in anger, but in clarity. You are allowed to step back, to say no, to pause before agreeing to something. That does not make you wrong. It makes you aware and protected. Type 222 if you trust God. I need you to understand that not every opportunity is a blessing, even if it looks like one at first. Some things come dressed as good, but carry consequences you cannot see immediately. That is why you must not rush, no matter how urgent something appears. If it is truly from me, it will not require you to ignore your peace or silence your inner warning. I will never lead you into confusion, pressure, or fear disguised as urgency. Right now, I am asking you to take a breath and look at what is in front of you with new awareness. Think about the choices you are about to make, the direction you are about to move in. Do you feel peace when you think about it, or do you feel pressure and unease? That difference matters more than logic, more than appearances, and more than what others are saying. Peace is one of the ways I guide you. And when it is missing, something is not aligned. You are not behind in life. Even if it feels that way, sometimes that feeling has made you rush, trying to catch up, trying to make things happen quickly. But rushing has led you into situations that were not meant for you, and that is what I am stopping now. You are not late. You are being protected from paths that would have delayed you even more. Trust that timing matters and not everything needs to happen immediately. There is also something you have been holding on to that you need to release. It could be a thought, a plan, or even a connection that you know is not right for you anymore. You have been trying to make it work, hoping it will change, hoping it will become something better. But deep down, you know it is not aligned with where you are meant to go. Holding on to it is creating a blockage, and that is why things have felt stuck. Letting go does not mean failure. It means wisdom. It means you are choosing what is right over what is familiar. I know it is not easy because your heart forms attachments deeply. But I am asking you to trust me enough to release what is no longer meant for you. When you do, you will feel a shift, a lightness that you have not felt in a long time. I am not asking you to do everything at once. I am asking you to take one step of obedience, one decision where you choose peace over pressure, truth over appearance, and patience over rushing. That one step will change more than you can see right now. It will redirect your path away from loss and towards something better. There are blessings waiting for you, but they require alignment. They require you to move in awareness, not in haste. I am not withholding anything from you. I am preparing you so that when it comes, it will not be lost. What is coming into your life needs a stronger version of you, a more aware version, a more grounded version. And that is who you are becoming in this moment. Do not go back to ignoring your inner voice after this. Do not return to moving blindly just because things seem calm again. What you are learning now is something you must carry forward. It is not just for this moment, it is for every step ahead of you. I am teaching you how to walk with awareness so you do not keep falling into the same traps. You are protected, but you must also participate in that protection. I will guide you, but you must listen. I will warn you, but you must respond. This is a partnership, not something that happens without your involvement. And right now, you are doing your part by staying, by listening, and by being open. Something good is still ahead for you. Do not lose sight of that. This warning is not the end of your story. It is the correction that keeps your story from going in the wrong direction. What is meant for you is still intact, still waiting, still within reach. But you must reach it the right way. Not through rushing, not through pressure, but through alignment. Why is this 7-second on CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a reason I stopped you when I did. Because the path ahead of you was about to split. One direction looked easier, faster, and more comfortable, but it carried hidden consequences that would have unfolded slowly. The other direction may feel slower and uncertain, but it holds peace and stability that will last. You were leaning toward the first without realizing the weight it carried. That is why I had to interrupt you before you stepped too far. Type 1-1. If you walk by faith, you must begin to understand that not everything that feels urgent is meant for you. Some things rush you because they are trying to bypass your awareness. When something is truly aligned with you, it will not demand that you ignore your inner voice. It will not push you to act before you have clarity. Learn to recognize the difference, because this is where many people lose what was meant for them. There is also a hidden influence that has been affecting your decisions. It is subtle, not loud, and that is why you did not notice it clearly. It comes through pressure, through expectations, through the need to prove something or keep up with others. You have been carrying that weight quietly, and it has made you move in ways that are not fully true to yourself. I'm asking you to release that influence now, because it does not belong in your path. You do not need to prove your worth through quick decisions or rushed actions. Your value is not tied to how fast you move or how much you achieve in a short time. I see you fully, and I know what you carry inside. You are already enough, and you do not need to chase validation through choices that compromise your peace. Let that truth settle in you, because it will change how you move forward. If this is reaching you deeply, take a moment to like this video so others who are struggling can also receive clarity. There is something else you need to notice, something about your environment. Look at the energy around you. The people, the conversations, the situations you are part of. Some of them have been draining you more than you admit. You leave those moments feeling heavier, more confused, or slightly uneasy. Even if everything looked normal on the surface, that feeling is important, and you must not ignore it anymore. You are allowed to create space from what drains you. You are allowed to step back from what does not bring you peace. This is not about rejecting people or situations with anger. It is about protecting your inner balance. When you stay too long in places that disturb your spirit, it becomes harder to hear my voice clearly, and right now, you need that clarity more than ever. Type 555 to claim alignment. The next step in your life requires a different level of awareness from you. You cannot move the same way you used to and expect a different outcome. You have learned through experience, through mistakes, through moments that were painful but necessary. Now it is time to apply that learning in a real way. Do not repeat what you already know leads to disappointment. There is also something you have been avoiding within yourself, a truth you have been pushing aside because it feels uncomfortable to face. It may be about a decision, a relationship, or a direction you know is not right. You have been hoping it will resolve on its own, but it will not. Ignoring it only gives it more time to grow into something harder to handle. Facing it will bring you relief even if it feels difficult at first. You do not need to fix everything instantly. You only need to acknowledge the truth. Once you do that, the next step will become clearer. I will guide you through it, but you must be willing to look honestly at what is in front of you. Avoiding it is what creates confusion, not the truth itself. You are stronger than you think, even if you do not always feel it. You have handled more than you give yourself credit for. The challenges you have faced have shaped you. Even the ones that felt like setbacks. They were not there to break you. They were there to prepare you for moments like this. And now you are standing in a moment where that strength is needed. Do not let fear make your decisions for you. Fear will always push you toward what feels safe in the short term, even if it leads to loss later. But peace will guide you toward what is right, even if it requires patience. Learn to recognize the difference between those two, because it will change everything about how you move forward. You are not meant to live controlled by fear. There is a shift coming into your life, but it requires you to let go of what no longer fits. You cannot carry everything into the next phase. Some things must stay behind, not because they are bad, but because they are no longer aligned with who you are becoming. Holding on to them will only slow you down and create resistance in your path. I am guiding you towards something better, something more stable and fulfilling, but I cannot force you into it. You must choose it. Every moment like this is an opportunity to choose differently, to step out of old patterns and into something new. That is what this warning has been about from the beginning. It is not just about avoiding loss. It is about redirecting your life. Stay with me in this process. Do not return to distraction once this moment passes. Keep your awareness active, keep your spirit open, and keep listening. I am not silent in your life. I am speaking in ways you are learning to recognize. The more you listen, the clearer it will become, but you stayed. And because of that, you are starting to notice what was once hidden. This is how your protection begins, not with force, but with awareness that guides your steps. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. There is something I need you to understand deeply right now. The loss I warned you about was not only physical or external, it was also emotional and spiritual. It was the kind of loss that slowly drains your peace, your confidence, and your sense of direction. It would not have happened all at once, which is why it would have been harder to recognize. You would have adjusted to it little by little until you felt far from where you were meant to be. Type. Now you cop the slow the F talos slow, a waste halpi else fels, sau elspes fefal, so pegamste stalfo kalpatals ferfer storbius fertal kurtum bedemalka per R1 the made the go wogo rove desquers tower 1 hour first slow legomer edit slower talvester and go fobeg and vroplarn go R domor roa rowar enters go R du talbafro balvish fro cobre conga palperde gerde gamba go talperde kalp so co cardover to kaut salcarte kaut the kaut carder de kauter kauter de con kaut crut quarter quart kaut crut cosfro was. It is something you can return to whenever you feel overwhelmed. Stay connected to that calm because it will help you in moments where your mind tries to rush ahead. When you feel pressure rising, return to that stillness and listen. That is where you will hear my guidance most clearly. I do not speak through chaos. I speak through peace. You are moving into a phase where your life will begin to feel more aligned. The confusion that once surrounded you will begin to fade. You will start to recognize what is right for you more easily. This does not mean there will be no challenges, but it means you will handle them differently. You will respond with awareness instead of reaction. Do not forget what you have learned in this moment. Do not return to old habits once things feel calm again. This awareness is something you must carry with you. It is not temporary. It is a new way of living. The more you practice it, the more natural it will become. I am guiding you step by step. Even when you do not see the full path, trust that each step is leading you somewhere better. You are not being led into loss. You are being led away from it. And as you continue to walk with awareness, you will begin to see how much you have been protected. What's really behind the 7-second on-brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is something I want you to notice carefully. Now, the urgency you felt at the beginning is no longer the same kind of urgency you feel now. It has softened into awareness, into calm, alertness, and that is intentional. Fear can wake you up, but it is not meant to lead you. Now that you are awake, you must move with clarity, not fear. That is how you stay aligned with what is meant for you. Type 1, 22. If you trust in Jesus, you must also understand that what almost happened was not stronger than you. It only had power because you were not fully aware of it. The moment you became aware, its influence began to weaken. This is why awareness is one of the greatest protections you have. When you see clearly, you cannot be easily misled. There is something about your life that is beginning to come into alignment. It may not be fully visible yet, but the pieces are shifting. Situations that once felt confusing will begin to make more sense. You will start to see why certain things did not work out, why certain paths closed, and why you were delayed. All of it was part of protecting you from something that was not right. If this understanding is helping you, take a moment to like this video so others can also receive this clarity. You are also being prepared to handle something better than what you almost stepped into. What is coming next requires a stronger, more aware version of you. That is why you had to go through this moment first. It is not just about avoiding loss. It is about being ready for what is aligned with your purpose. Preparation often feels like interruption, but it is actually protection. Type 1010 to claim your breakthrough. There is a part of you that is beginning to trust again, not in everything around you, but in the guidance you are receiving. That trust is important because it will carry you through moments where things are not fully clear. You do not need to understand everything to move forward. You only need to stay connected to what feels true and peaceful within you. You have also been learning how to listen without rushing to respond. This is something that will serve you in every area of your life. When you listen fully, you understand more. And when you understand more, you make better decisions. This applies not only to what you hear from me, but also to the people and situations around you. Listening creates clarity. There is something else I want you to release now, and it is the fear of missing out. That fear has made you say yes to things you were unsure about. It has made you move quickly because you thought opportunities would disappear if you did not act. But what is truly meant for you will not pass you by because you took time to be sure. Let that fear go because it has been leading you in the wrong direction. You are not behind, and you are not losing anything by choosing wisely. In fact, you are gaining something much more valuable, which is alignment. Alignment will bring you what is right for you at the right time. It does not rush and it does not confuse. It flows naturally when you are in the right place. There is also a new sense of confidence forming within you. It may not feel strong yet, but it is there. This confidence is not based on proving anything to others. It is based on knowing that you are guided. When you trust that you move differently, you become less reactive and more intentional. You'll begin to notice that certain things no longer appeal to you the way they used to. This is not a loss, it is growth. You are outgrowing what once felt normal, and that is a sign that you are moving forward. Do not try to hold on to what no longer fits just because it is familiar. Allow yourself to change. There is something ahead that will confirm everything you are learning right now. It will be a moment where you realize that choosing awareness made a difference. You will see clearly how things could have gone differently if you had ignored this. That realization will strengthen your trust even more. You are not being left to figure this out alone. I am with you in every step, guiding you quietly but consistently. Even when you do not feel it strongly, my presence is there. The more you pay attention, the more you will recognize it. Do not return to rushing after this. Do not go back to making decisions without feeling peace first. What you are learning now is too important to forget. It is something that will protect you again and again if you carry it with you. You are moving into a place where your life will feel more stable, more clear, and more aligned. This is not something that happens overnight, but it is already beginning. Each step you take with awareness strengthens that foundation, and as it grows, you will feel more secure in your path. The losses I spoke about were not only things being taken from you, there were also opportunities slipping through your hands. Sometimes, loss does not come as something being removed, but as something never being received. You could have missed something meant for you, simply because you moved too quickly or ignored what you felt inside. That is why this moment was so important, because it protected both what you have and what is still coming. Type 1313 to stand in protection. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. You are now entering a space where your awareness must remain active even when things feel calm again. It is easy to stay alert in moments of intensity, but true growth happens when you carry that awareness into everyday life. When things feel normal, that is when you must still listen, still observe, still remain connected. Do not let comfort make you careless again. Awareness is not something you turn on and off. It is something you live with. If this is helping you grow, take a moment to like this video so others can also find this guidance. There is also something about your choices that is beginning to change. You are no longer reacting the same way you used to. There is a pause now, a moment where you think and feel before you act. That pause is where your power is. It may seem small, but it is what separates old patterns from new direction. Type 14:4 to claim peace. You must also understand that not everything that feels familiar is meant to stay in your life. Some things feel comfortable because you have known them for a long time, not because they are right for you. Comfort can sometimes hide misalignment, and that is where many people remain stuck. You are being called to look beyond comfort and choose what is true. That choice will lead you into something better. Even if it feels unfamiliar at first, there is a deeper sense of responsibility growing within you. Now, you are becoming aware that your life is shaped by the choices you make, not just by what happens to you. This awareness can feel heavy at first, but it is actually freeing. It means you are not powerless. You are capable of guiding your own path. And when you combine that with my guidance, you become even stronger. You have also been learning how to let go without feeling like you are losing something. This is important because holding on to everything creates confusion and heaviness. When you release what is not right, you create space for what is. That space is where new opportunities, new connections, and new peace can enter. Letting go is not the end. It is the beginning of something new. There is something ahead that will require you to trust what you feel, even if others do not understand it. You may face moments where people question your decisions or do not see what you see. In those moments, do not let their uncertainty shake your clarity. You are not meant to follow every voice around you. You are meant to follow what is aligned with you. That alignment will guide you more accurately than any outside opinion. You are also learning that silence can be powerful. You do not need to explain every decision or justify every step you take. Sometimes the strongest choice is the one you make quietly without seeking approval. This does not mean you are alone. It means you are confident in what you know. That confidence will grow as you continue to trust yourself. There is a sense of peace that is beginning to settle in you now, deeper than before. It is not dependent on everything being perfect. It is coming from within you. This peace is a sign that you are aligned with what is right. When you feel it, hold on to it because it will guide you in moments where your mind becomes uncertain. Peace is one of the clearest signals I give you. You are not being rushed anymore, and that is intentional. The urgency was needed to wake you up. But now, you are moving into a steadier pace. This is where real change happens, not in panic, but in consistent awareness. You are learning to walk instead of run, to see instead of assume. This is how you avoid falling back into the same patterns. There is also a new level of strength forming in you. It is not loud or forceful, but it is steady and reliable. This strength comes from knowing when to act and when to wait. It comes from understanding that not every moment requires a reaction. This strength will support you in ways that you have not experienced before. You have come through this moment with greater clarity than you had before. That clarity is something you must protect and nurture. Do not allow distractions to pull you away from it. Stay connected to what you have learned and continue to build on it. Each day you do this, you strengthen your path. I am with you as you move forward, not just in moments of warning, but in every step. I am guiding you, supporting you, and helping you grow into who you are meant to be. You are not walking blindly anymore. You are walking with awareness, and that awareness will continue to protect you as you go forward. You have stayed with this journey, and now you are standing in a place where your awareness is no longer fragile. It is becoming steady, rooted, and part of how you see everything around you. What once required effort is now beginning to feel natural. This is how transformation truly takes hold. Not through one moment, but through many moments that shape you from within. You are not the same person who first heard the warning, and that change is real. There is something important you must recognize now. The greatest protection I have given you is not just in stopping one harmful moment, but in teaching you how to see clearly moving forward. When you can see clearly, you do not need to be rescued again and again from the same kinds of situations. You begin to avoid them before they take form. That is the level of awareness you are stepping into. Type yes to affirm your path. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed the 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You must continue to guard what you have gained here. Awareness can fade if it is not nurtured. Distractions, noise, and old habits can slowly pull you back into a state of unawareness if you are not careful. This does not happen all at once. It happens little by little. That is why you must stay connected to what you have learned, even when life feels normal again. If this is strengthening you, take a moment to like this video so others can receive this same clarity. There is also a deeper understanding forming within you about timing. You are beginning to see that not everything needs to happen immediately. Some things require space to grow, to align, and to come together in the right way. Rushing those things only disrupts their natural flow. Now you are learning to wait with purpose, not with frustration. Type yes to receive divine timing. You have also become more aware of your own energy, how certain situations affect you, and how your state of mind shifts. This awareness is important because it helps you choose where to place your attention. Not everything deserves your energy, and not everything requires your involvement. Learning to step back is just as important as knowing when to step forward. There is something about your future that is beginning to open up in a quiet way. It is not loud or dramatic, but it is steady and certain. You may not see all of it yet, but you can feel that something is changing. That feeling is real, and it is connected to the path you are now walking. Stay with that feeling because it is leading you in the right direction. You are also learning that your peace is something you must protect. It is not something that others can control unless you allow them to. When you choose to stay calm and grounded, you create a space where clarity can exist. That clarity helps you make decisions that align with what is right for you. Protecting your peace is not selfish, it is necessary. There may still be moments where you feel pulled in different directions. That is part of life, and it will not disappear completely. But now you have the ability to pause and choose your response instead of being carried by those pulls. This is where your growth becomes visible. You are no longer reacting automatically. You are responding with awareness. There is also a new level of trust building within.